Okay, where are we at with this thing? We had some some cab alignment issues, but what we found out was that we should have disconnected the fender from the running board back here because our cab was resting on the box. But now, look at that, everything's good. We've disconnected, or we've taken out almost all the bolts except for two in the front that lets this bed pivot basically at the
There's
front.
only one in the front that goes clear
Oh.
through the frame.
So the bed's held on by one. Okay.
Yeah, and that's all we need.
That's all we need.
Stabilize it.
And if you go under here, we've lost most of the dimension problem we had with this shim back here. If you
The
can see
bed
that.
set back down, pretty good.
Can't see that shim. Let me get some light over it. Okay. There's that shim right there. That one
Oh,
was a little loose.
They're mounting blocks, not shim.
Or mounting blocks. But that has come down appreciably. So I think we're still pretty flat with the cab. And if we go back and try out the door, because we had all kinds of issues getting the doors lined up. And it is super nice. Okay, so now do we go back and try to raise this thing up again?
I guess we do.
Since we really haven't gotten anywhere yet.
Well, we've got a 1/4 inch.
We did, but that was your initial.
That's right.
What we need to do is get another 1/8 of an inch. Because really, right here, if we could get an 1/8 of an inch out of this dimension, we would be in pretty good shape. There you go.
Okay. All right, we're going to try it.
Okay. Let's do it. Now you've got to go beyond what? 24 and 5/8?
24 and 3/8.
3/8. Okay, so that might be too far. One thing we don't want to do is raise it up too high because it would be pretty hard to bend the frame in the opposite direction.
We've got a whole 1/4 inch to go, so
Yeah.
I don't think.
I'm guessing you may not need a whole quarter.
See how easy it is until those
Yeah.
chains start getting.
Chain.
The guy isn't hitting that tie rod, is he?
No.
No, the other one.
No.
The very inner one.
There's no tie rod action going on here. It all looks good. Okay. Chain is very tight.
Let's see where we stand.
Take a quick measurement.
Okay, we're right where we were before. Okay, that guy is 24 1/16.
So you got a ways to
So
go.
we're not there yet.
Nope.
What if we can just hang that guy there?
That's a great idea. A time saver. Is there any way you can get the longer arm on that jack?
No, the battery's in the way.
So you can't kind of aim the jack out towards you?
Well, I could, but then it hits this guy. I tried that with the 12-tonner.
So is that damned if you do, damned if you don't?
Yes. They weren't manufactured to do this with.
No.
Okay, there's 24 and not quite 3/8.
Okay, so if you can go up another 1/8 of an inch, maybe an 1/8 and a 16th.
It's not working that well.
Maybe we'll see this. I'm hoping to see this hood alignment change. That should tell us when you start making some progress here. Right? Can you put a screwdriver in the end of that just to give you a little extra? Like a heavy, or hey, you know what would work?
No, it's okay. I can do it. It's
Get
just
enough?
harder than it is when you coming up to it.
What is that?
All right, what was that?
I think it was the running board. Yeah. Everything's flexing. Now take a measurement and see what you got. Don't want to go too far, but I don't see the hood move yet.
Okay, there's 24 3/8. That's
Okay.
where we were before.
Now we're back. So now you've got to go up another eighth if you could. And how much is the jack going up each time you do that? The gap is getting smaller here. Definitely. It's not there yet, but it's getting small.
He's going up maybe
Come take a look at
a
this.
32nd of an inch.
Look
Yeah,
at
now
that.
it's moving.
It is changing. Yes, it is. Look at that. It is almost what you want. Wow. And that has changed.
Come on, Betsy. Okay, he is at 24 5/8.
Wow. And look at the hood now.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at what we've done to the hood here.
So let's take him
Can you
up
see that gap?
just a little bit more
Are you-
because you got some overspring here.
You do, but that is about as perfect as you get. You know what it did? It changed. It took a couple of seconds for that to actually react, and I'm not sure why. Beauty. Look at that. Okay, don't go too far.
Okay.
Look at that. It did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Now,
The alignment is still good. Look at that.
doors.
Doors work. No kidding. Probably at
He
3.
is up to 24 3/4.
Okay.
Or 20. No, 25 3/4.
It can't be 25, can it?
No, I think it's 24.
Yeah, it'd have to be 24.
Come on.
Look at that hood. It actually gone past the
Yeah,
point.
it's 24 and
Okay.
right at 3/4. Maybe just slightly over 3/4.
Well, look at the gap now. You've actually gone the other direction a little bit. And when you let the energy out, I'm going to watch this gap and see if it changes. Look at that. That is beautiful. Okay.
Okay, down he comes.
Let's watch it and see if it changes any. Okay.
Changed just a little bit.
Look at that though. Now look at the gap. It seems to be, and look where what is this called? Right here.
Well, that's the latch.
The latch. But look at the
The
latch.
catch for the latch.
Look at the catch is centered in the holes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
about where that hood needs to be.
Let's get this guy
Okay.
down just a little. Ooh, he came down.
Did.
Can you feel him come down?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at the gap. It changed. That may be as good as you get. What do you think?
No. Let's find out what he is here. Okay.
Well, I want to go by the visual gap here. Is it a big change from top to bottom?
That's good. I need to know this too.
Yeah, that's true. Did we make a change?
We better have made a change because
Yeah.
all right, Daniel, he's 23. That's
It's like 3/4.
maybe 16th less than 23.
So that's almost 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah. So see, that's as high as we better go.
Well, you got it. Is the jack under the back one too still, or is that loose? No.
No, he's loose. Okay.
But look at
Visually?
the fit.
Yeah.
Visually looks great.
Okay.
Wow. I mean, and look where this is what we saw misaligned so badly last time, and you've got that. Looks like it's just about dead nut centered.
Let's see if it makes any difference on the other side.
All right, let's go take a
Probably
look.
didn't make much.
No, but this side is doable. My goodness.
Yeah, this side's still off.
Okay. So that you can see this side is off by, a finger width plus, thumb width.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our next effort will be to maybe just put the bolts loosely through everything on the other side and just the nuts loose on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we know where everything goes. We'll come over here. We'll set the frame
Yep.
at a certain dimension back there and a certain dimension in the back so that we know, and that'll be to the top flange.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that relative to the floor, that frame is level. And then we start the same thing here.
Lovely.
So we'll have to undo the running board thing, but luckily we have the bed pretty much done.
Yeah, but it worked just like what people were talking about. They just say, watch the whole thing move. And it did. Okay, so I'd say success on this side, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That concludes the driver's side frame.
And
And?
you know what he says in that article is that you want it to be about a half-inch taller than what your level measurement is, because when you put the engine in, he's assuming
Oh, his was out.
it'll sag at least a half inch. Now
Okay.
that seems a lot to me.
It does to me,
So I'm
too.
not so sure that's correct. But we're up about almost a quarter inch
Maybe, so we think.
above what we think is really level.
But what we're going by is the hood alignment, which looks pretty dang spectacular compared to what it was, because this side looked like the other side. It was 3/4 of an inch off, and now
We know what would be interesting to do would be, once we move this beam to the other side, we have free access to the top flange on this. And we've got our marks under there.
go back and remeasure.
We'll just go lay under there and remeasure the,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll make another plot like this one I made here.
Yep, and there's our dimensional plot of the sag. Yep, I like it. Okay, well, I'd say we button up and do the other side.
All right?